I would say this like 60-40 draft for RNG.
60-40.
I think they
right.
I think they definitely can stall out. They've got the Ember chip and they've got the Dawnbreaker to stall and really great team play.
I think I like it. I like the amount of harass that they can kind of push out. But again, you've got X-Nova who's going to continuously just be healing up Ghost, which will make it difficult for them to put on too much pressure. So kind of, oh, all right, there it is.
First blood.
There's our first blood.
How we do.
Welcome back. Yeah, just a couple little issues. It's day one. These things happen. But yeah, Miracle sitting so incredibly low during it. Does have himself a stick. Kaka going for the dive though here in the top lane. They have the creeps in position. Chalice finding Miracles and Starbreaker. It's still going to be Kaka who gets the kill. That's a big one. Now GH might be able to get a return kill here onto Kaka. He's got the tag team in place. Gonna go and pop the fairy fire, but I'm not sure he's gonna be able to quite make it away. They've got the snowball Kaka that's pretty fast, but nope, he will eventually die. Just gonna push them away from the wave, allow Ghost to continue to farm up some of these treants if possible too. See a little bit of that deny action that we talked about. But they do have a rotation mid right now, so interested to see. Yeah, that was a very good rotation. They collect over on Somnus. They feel like Ghost has been having a little bit too much of a good time here. So that Invis rune over on Smail. Gonna start creeping their way over. Not sure if they really are playing pretty close to the tower right now. Trying to clear up the wave. Top lane again, trying to make moves here, but Miracle and GH is proving to be too strong. So they'll get themselves yet another kill on Kaka. Try to go forward there with the Celestial Hammer. Chalice needs to be a little careful.
So does Miracle, though.
So does Miracle. We've got a lot of action going on in both of these lanes. Chalice, though, getting chased down here by NIGMA. He's going to fall.
He's got ult to farm to heal up from the wave. Interesting. Bot lane, we can see Sumail making a rotation through.
Yeah, he's been down here a couple times. Does have himself a haze rune though this time, so finds himself X-Nova. They'll get a nice cleanup kill here. And I would not be surprised to see them go for a dive as Mind Control just starts running for the tree. So does Sumail. Ghost drops the Sprout. Ghost hiding over in the corner though. They're still just trying to look for that vision, but Ghost realizes, oh, but the Avalanche! The Avalanche connects over onto Ghost. They'll go for the Haunt play, see if they can try to confuse them a little bit. As we'll see him move around and just use it as a forms of escape. But that is a tower taken now for NIGMA top lane, though, putting the pressure over onto Miracle. They know that he doesn't have that ultimate any longer, so they'll get the kill. Follow up with the Dawnbreaker coming in with the heal, but the stun avalanche coming to play, taking down Kaka. And now X-Nova, he is caught in the trees. They're gonna have to eat through them. Mind Control giving a bunch of the clicks. Ghost, though, going right back in. They've got the Celestial Hammer. They're gonna chase after Mind Control, looking for the Starbreaker, but it does get canceled here. Now their Avalanche, they need a bit more damage to remove Chalice here from this lane, and they don't seem to quite have it just yet. So looks like this engagement for the most part is over on low, unless Sumail was thinking about it. He's thinking maybe I can grab this Dawnbreaker.
So he actually would have killed Chalice if he had gotten the toss on him, but just like slightly off the mark with the toss. But other than that, like for NIGMA, that was a very solid last 2 minutes.
The pain train has no brakes for Kaka here. Anytime he shows up on this map, he's immediately punished. They're gonna go back in though. They want to get this kill on DH. And again, he's had quite a few kills under his belt, so that's going to be a killing spree that gets ended. And Chalice chasing after Mind Control. He's gonna have Samus to back him up. Starbreaker will just barely connect, and there's a whack of the hammer.
So throwing Kaka away there in order to like get their cores a couple of kills, that's exactly what RNG wants.
Smoke play over coming out from NIGMA. They found themselves the Ember. Can they keep him alive for long enough? Yes, there it is. There's Chalice. Jumps right back in there with the Dawnbreaker ulti. Is it going to be enough to save Somnus, though? A nice play here from Kaka will ensure that the Ember will stay alive. So he throws out one of the remnants. Going to try to heal up a little bit. The toss up into the air over onto Chalice. He has taken a beating, but he sidesteps. No, there it is. The Thunder God's Wrap will ensure. And they get the kill on Somnus, despite the fact that they ulted in trying to save him. And X-Nova will get cleaned up at the very end by Mind Control. A nice play coming out from NIGMA.
The micro mechanics in the lanes, I think they played really well, but also the decision to put GH top and Kuro bot, as we do see a smoke rotation here. They see Ghost, but it's a bit of a weird one.
It is. In fact, they're going to have X-Nova break the smoke tank. The gank, in comes a heal. It's a little bit too late, but they will be able to still make this engagement as they find themselves Sumail. They've got the lockdown. They'll use the Serpent Wards, and the chase is on after Kuro. does get that little leap forward, plus a snowball, but they're still hunting. They like to get another kill as Kuro running forward, but then they'll find Miracle. The root coming into place. This is not looking good now. They'll end up losing Thomas. They do end up losing Kuroki, but now Chalice is not looking very good himself, as that Celestial Hammer not going to be able to drag him out of Death's grip.
If they just go late game against this RNG lineup, and they don't have some sort of like net worth advantage, or you know, like Miracle, for example, he's going for this Battle Fury. I think he's got the full Battle Fury coming out. Yeah.
And they smelled Kaka over here. They immediately. All right, there it is. A good avalanche. The Walrus Punch plus the snowball. Bounce into the air. Can they clean up over on the Tusk? It's looking good on the back line, so go for that Chaotic Offering, and they're doing a lot of damage to chase over onto Smell. Need a little bit more damage, and they have it. Kuro picking up the haste rune will be able to escape.
Yeah, that always sucks when you're Radiant. Like, you often have control of the top rune, not the bot rune. So if it spawns bot, you just get a free DD if you're Dire.
Smoke does pop over on RNG. There was a troll here, and they'll even go for the haunt plays. They'll zip in, and they'll just start putting out the damage. Solar Guardian coming in hot. Snowball also going to be able to land. They go and they drop the wards, but they're just going to roll right back out of this. The damage is going to be enough. No, they fall off. The Thunder God's crap. It's just so much coming out here as DH will end up falling. Ghost Fools, Kaka dies, and now Somnus, and the chase is on. They want themselves this Dawnbreaker. She's trying to stay alive. X-Nova running for his life. Sumail with the double damage. That feels very bad when you're a support getting hunted by a Tiny with DD. So looks like the lone survivor is going to be Chalice.
And because of the farm that Miracle has, and also the tag team that GH is applying on top of that, you can't get there in time. And also the fact that there is the haunt, he's got a blink, Moxie. You know, it's like if he's
that is true.
Like the blink could be canceled. So yeah, just in the right place at the right time. And press his buttons perfectly.
Meanwhile, Somnus making space. He was poking a little bit over in the jungle, but now he's got to be very, very careful. He keeps using that whip, trying to make a little bit more here as they'll find a kill on Kaka. That's Wrath's gonna get used, get a little bit of vision. The chase over onto X-Nova. Another support's gonna get cleaned up on the side of RNG. And in the bottom lane, they just find Somnus because he's just playing around a little too much.
Yeah, he had no remnants left. He had a remnant up. He's got a Battle Fury. He is going to hit that 3 or 4 item timing extremely hard. I think once he has BKB Satanic, like, the fights are going to look so easy for NIGMA.
In the mid lane, they'll find the opening on Kuroki, so won't have the Zeus available unless he wants to buy back the fight. They're poking a little bit. GH jumping forward, gets hit over onto Kaka. Is going to end up losing that Shadow Shaman as they jump right back in. They're going to go and punish GH. Look at a kill using the Haunt. Miracle, though, forcing out that ultimate, chasing after Chalice, hoping that they can stun him, and they do have it with Sumail blinking forward. They'll get the kill as Ghost diving a little bit deeper, needing to be careful. In fact, look, he turns around.
Deep.
That is, I'm not sure what that TP was. That was very optimistic as he walks right into the avalanche. Oh no, X-Nova and Ghost, it looks like they're going to die hand in hand together. Oh dear, that was an awful fight for RNG and a very, very good one for the side of NIGMA. They smoke in the base. It's very close to the Tiny. Luckily the range not quite that big as they'll smoke out, just play behind the Ember. Go for a bit of a scan. They realize there are people nearby. X-Nova hiding in the tree line does have that Chaotic Offering available. Chalice feeling himself. Sumail getting into position. There's going to be the Haunt coming into play. They're hoping that this fight is going to work out for the Chaotic Offering. Dropping over onto 3. It looks pretty nice, but they need more follow-up. They've already lost Kuroki. Kaka is going to be able to teleport away, but now we've got the Spectre over here. Left alone, but they'll fall off the Solar Guardian. Can they get the kill, though? Over to oh my god, yes they can. That's a big play coming out from Somnus. He gets himself a double kill, and they're going to end up losing the Spectre over onto the back line. So Kaka just getting clicked away. Somnus, he's out of mana yet again, but Miracle now left a little bit on an island. X-Nova says, no, please, no, not me. Is going to try to teleport out, and it looks like he is going to make it. Chalice, though, not looking so lucky. It doesn't have a lot of mana, but they've decided, all right, we've got ourselves a tower. Now, there was a lot of ultimates that got used. You can see now NIGMA Galaxy, they're making their way over now. They're smoked up. They're saying, all right, let's get a pick off. Let's get something off of this now that they don't have these big ults into play. As they find themselves Somnus here in the bottom lane, they get Kaka immediately, and they'll follow up with the Ember. And X-Nova also following doing that. So 3 heroes over the side of RNG.
It just depends on how the fights go. Like, oftentimes you commit to a Zeus, and the 4 seconds, like, yeah, you kill him, but you lose 4 heroes. It's just not good.
Nova in position here just to break any sort of smoke. They don't even bother with the smoke though over on the side. Nigma's Miracle. Gonna try to chase after Nova. They'll go in for that vision using the Zeus ulti snowball over onto the Warlock. Not gonna have any issues with that this time around as Kaka also gets taken out. Ghost hunting on the back lines, would like to get rid of Kuroki, but he's got his dancing shoes on. It looks like he's surviving pretty decently now, and they'll turn it right back around onto Ghost, and that's just a dead Spectre. Even went in with the Solar Guardian, but now Chalice is in kind of an awkward position here because he doesn't have anybody else there to help him, so he'll get rooted into place. They've got the damage. It doesn't matter with that Starbreaker. They have the right click. Do end up getting themselves a consolation kill here with GH falling to Somnus, but with that victory in that team fight, that's going to open up this middle racks, which they'll take down and make their way over to the top. This is feeling really difficult now for RNG. It's an 18k net worth lead. I don't think that they had the momentum that they necessarily were hoping for. As Kaka does jump in, they drop the Serpent Wards, they'll drop the Chaotic Offering, and they'll try to hold Miracle into place for a little bit longer, but not gonna matter because they just chip through here. As on the back lines, lose Kuroki. Miracle, though, he's just doing so much damage. Chases after Nova. Samael, they're just gonna cut through everything over on the back lines. They're trying to get mind control. This time they do manage to get it. So it's double kill now for Somnus, but they're losing these buildings. And this is Defense of the Ancients. Okay, put a little bit more pressure over onto Miracle. Samael, though, in a nice position. The toss back over here. Do get that disarm off thanks to Heaven's Halberd, but oh my god, oh, that's a double kill for a Miracle. The GGs get called. NIGMA Galaxy just looking so dominant in this game number 1.
I don't know if that was a... I want to call that a shellacking. I mean, I feel like the early game was like pretty close. I don't know. It felt like the momentum was pretty set in NIGMA's favor for like 90% of that game. You know my favorite thing about SF Safe? You literally don't have spells. You don't have spells. You just go stats, no shadow rays. You don't have to be... You can be the dumbest idiot and still be good at Dota and play SF Safe lane because you're just a turret that does a ton of damage.
Oh boy, Ghost here in this bottom lane does end up getting spotted by the gang train, and they'll end up getting that first blood. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm getting some weird audio stuff right now. Sorry, guys.
Am I echoing? What's happening?
I can hear you in multiple sources, and I'm not getting anything through the PGM right now.
Uh-oh.
These things happen. It happens. We're a remote tag team coming in. Pressure being placed over onto Miracle. They have the slow. Can they get the kill? Now Kaka will fall first. As a couple more clicks over onto Miracle, Chalice will be able to get that kill.
You just do so much damage with the minus armor, especially with the Tusk, that like you often see this hero get overcommitted on because he's so squishy, and then all of a sudden like he turns around and just kills you because he chunks you for like half your HP. Even with
still not looking great for Miracle here, as they did connect in the top lane. Sap a little bit of this damage here from GH. Spoke too soon. It's just a caster's curse. It happens.
Yeah,
one thing
that I was not thinking about during the draft that makes this Bloodseeker pick so good is that RNG is playing against an SF safe lane with Razor, so they know that they want to keep pressuring up here. As actually Chalice is getting stumbled on. Maybe he's the one who's getting pressured.
Yeah, he is getting pressured for sure because he can't get away from all of this. So that's just another kill going over to Miracle. It's just a back and forth brawl in this top lane.
Yeah.
Background. There it is. There's the Thunder God's Wrath coming out. Somnus making his presence known without actually being there.
You have to like go for a kill and pressure the fact that he's a super squishy hero. Stats are pretty bad. But there's this defensive support in the Abaddon coming in. Chalice?
Chalice can try to get some protection from the tower. Uses the Fairy Fire, but nope. Still will end up dying. The Thunder God's Wrath, though, cleaning up on GH, and in comes Kaka. He wants this kill. Miracle gets silence, getting placed down. It should be a kill now. Being split between Chalice, Somnus, Kaka. Goes, wow, everybody helped take that guy down. He's going to be able to keep his mid alive. And see the TPs over to the mid lane, just refilling up the bottle. So the pressure continues, though, with Chalice being here. Not quite enough damage to get the kill on Samael just yet. The roll in over the back lines. Okay, never mind. I stand corrected. RNG. And they're still chasing after Nova. Another thing, now that stacks are there is the potential to be able to punish them in terms of if they try to take the stack. People will probably sit a little bit low, and you can't afford to sit low against a Bloodseeker and a Zeus, right? So they have to be very careful in the way that they take. Another good silence over here onto Miracle. Not gonna be able to quite finish him off as mind control, and GH find Kaka. Go for that walrus punch, but Chalice following up with the plasma is gonna just hold on to mind control, sap all this damage if possible with the Eye of the Storm too. He's just breaking him down and chases him right underneath the tower.
Yeah, this is looking really good for RNG. I feel like I heard a rupture.
Ooh, I heard a rupture over in the mid lane. Samil held into place. The silence follow up from Kaka with the kick. Ooh, that's a nice combo.
I would imagine they go for a smoke. Yeah, GH has one coming out on Courier. Oh, they're looking for Ghost.
This is the time. The chase Kaka is there though. Get the taunt off over onto Ghost and try to zip around. They'll turn back around over onto Miracle. They need to get a little bit more damage off, and they do indeed have it. So they'll end up losing the Shadow Fiend.
You get Smurf detected because your damage was so high, and they had to fix that. As Chalice probably dies here.
The blink forward from Mind Control. Dragon Tail. Yeah, this is looking like a dead Razor. They do have the TP coming out though, so they're looking for the open. You have to be careful though. They have quite a few heroes on the side of NIGMA over here in this bottom area, and then GH is kind of wandering over just in case. Mind Control blinking forward. Doesn't really want X-Nova, but he'll take X-Nova if necessary, as that Barrow Time does again proc. Get a couple of these hits off, Solar Blind, drag right back in again, so they end up losing their support over on the side of RNG.
I love this build a lot from Sumail. Just rushing the Ethereal Blade. This is something I've seen in pubs a lot recently. Oh man, Mind Control. Somnus is pretty out of position here.
He is quite a bit here as they immediately identify their target and will put out the damage of Kaka. Going to be able to roll away. Shards, though, coming into play. Somnus doesn't want to go too deep here. They'll use the Rupture. GH sitting a little bit low. They need a bit more damage. They try to go rolling in, but the Fear is going to interrupt. So they won't quite have it, although they do finally get GH, but Ghost perhaps going a bit too far here. They have a lot of ways to go and slow him down, so he's got to be careful. That Illuminate coming a little bit close. Good shield coming out from X-Nova with the heal. Mind Control getting dove now here after Chalice, and still they aren't able to take down Ghost. So he's still surviving. They'll turn back around over onto Kuroki over on the back line. Somnus trying to fight here with Miracle, and they do finally get him, but they'll end up losing Somnus as well, as now Kuro running for his life. He is on a horse, but Ghost, he's so fast right now. Looks like he's not going to continue to go for that chase because they end up losing Chalice, as he has been left kind of high and dry over here on the side by himself.
There was the Invis Rune also from Somnus that protected him like right at the start of that fight. I mean, that was weird. That was like a 4-for-4. That might have been like 5 heroes dying on one side and they just eventually respawn. The fight went on forever.
Ooh, oh, okay, there's a Rupture. Ghost finishing up that BKB is going to try to fight here against Smail, and it's looking like he's going to be able to get that kill to chase after GH. It's a double now going over to the side of the Bloodseeker, as he's a speedy boy, but
multiple times he dodges the Illuminate just by like a fraction of a unit of movement speed, or of movement unit in Dota, which I don't know what it is. Centimeters or something, I don't know. I don't know what the units are in Dota. There's a lot going on in that fight, though. That was a crazy team fight.
That was very interesting to see how everything interacted. They do end up losing Chalice, though, in the live game, and they'll go for another smoke play coming out from the side of NIGMA. Male and GH on the hunt. Do find themselves Somnus. They're trying to leap forward. The E-Blade coming into play. They need a little bit more damage, though, to finish off Somnus. Walrus Punch coming in, and that'll be a dead Zeus, as Miracle is nearby just in case. X-Nova in position to break the smoke. They do spot out GH. They can see that they're headed over towards the Roche pit. They don't have the Zeus, though. Will make this a little bit more difficult. Fireball getting placed on the ground. The Eliminate Solar Bind being used on X-Nova, and they're smoked up. The roll in over onto Miracle. They'll get the kick with the Rupture, with the silence. The BKB is going to have to come out here, and Ghost, he's trying to fight here, but the Snowball coming into play will buy a bit more time as they have their eyes on Miracle. They'll still be able to find the kill. Now the chase is on over after Mind Control. He'll be the next one to drop, and with that BKB Chalice just chasing after Kuro over on the back lines. They'll get Mind Control. They get Kuro, and they're looking to get themselves GH next. A bit of a disaster going over to the side of NIGMA, because now this Roshan is open and primed for the taking and has...
Miracle's looking real useless in this game after a amazing performance on game 1. So
that's good.
So now this split pushing action that NIGMA has been getting involved in for the last little while, they are going to be a lot scareder to do that.
For smoke play as they find themselves Kuro right off the bat, but the Fear coming into play. Follow up now here with Chalice just clicking away over to Miracle, almost managing to finish him off and get the kill. Smail, though, over on the back lines is being held into place. He is going to die trying to stick his way over this tower.
But Ghost is just so huge, he can just man up on whoever he ruptures and kill them full to 0. Like, it's a 5k gold lead only, but it feels like a lot more than that, just given RNG's heroes.
Opening over onto Miracle, the kick back. They've got the Lotus that they just finished up on Kuro, but they need a little bit more damage. Miracle, they sell the vision. They'll end up losing the Shadow Fiend. As Kaka pops that BKB, the attention is being placed over on the tower. You have to be a bit careful and respectful here as we'll go and drop the fireball, push back RNG. Whereas NIGMA, they're just headed over into their triangle area. Dodging a bit, trying to protect, because they don't know where anyone else is. So they'll use the haste rune on Sumail. Does end up getting ruptured here, but he's going to go as far as possible. Another step forward.
Oh,
they'll be able to get Sumail with that Nimbus. It's looking really nice here as Chase is on. They're getting some of this damage from mind control. Not quite enough, though, to get the kill, as he does pop his own BKB. And they are positioned themselves very nicely around this pit area. You've got the vision, you've got sentries, you even have a gem picked up now, which Kaka's holding on because you don't want your Zeus in the middle of everything in these fights. And Kaka does tend to be the person who kind of initiates, unless he gets initiated on here by mind control. So you're gonna see that snowball coming to play. They'll lose Kaka immediately. The buyback though coming out. Chalice is just trying to chase after Miracle, and he's got enough damage, so they'll get the kill on the Shadow Fiend. Mind control over on the back end. It's gonna be the Thunder God's Wrath that gets the kill. And now Chalice finishing off GH. Things are looking very good for them to take this Roche that has just respawned.
The Zeus damage is making Ghost run incredibly quickly in all of these fights, and he's able to just kill whoever the hell he wants. You see he tries to man up in the fight. He's like, shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, I'm dying. You know,
yeah.
Like, it's just... these are just not heroes that you can really do that against, and
He's giving a bit of a poke here. They're going to try to drag back over here onto Ghost. So that is going to be the Aegis. It's coming right back up again. The roll forward here. The kick from Kaka, just separating mind control from everybody else. Chalice just sapping away all of that damage. I'll wait patiently. You can see X Nova just healing people back up again.
And they go immediately TP towards top, trying to catch Sumail, who's doing the exact same thing. He probably doesn't need to BKB.
Maybe. I say probably, but I don't know. That's a lot of damage. There's the BKB. Gonna try to go and just dive into the corner. And he and Kuro, Kuro's not gonna make it out though, because they have the Nimbus, they've got the damage. Somnus will clean up.
Going for this kill bot to like immediately TPing top, not letting up any pressure whatsoever. It's just good Dota.
Pressure on here in the top lane. They open up with Thunder God's Wrath. And they'll chase back over on these back lines. They want mind control. You see the refresher getting popped. They'll get the kill on mind control. Turn their attention over to Miracle. Miracle, he just cannot survive this as they'll get that kill. They'll take down GH. There is no buyback on Miracle. Did buyback on mind control, and they have the fortification. And again, it is difficult to fight against Kuro, but they do fortify, get those creeps into the base. You can already hear him going, ooh, you know how he does that like sound?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of noise.
He's got a very specific like ooh sound that he makes when he gets excited, and like his little hands like clasped together. That Thunder God's Wrath again, trying to get any sort of information. Still have the refresher. Okay, they just want to get rid of Kuro.
God.
They use 2 Nimbuses on him and 2 ultimates.
Yeah, Bloodseeker's late game is just so strong because like you don't have to commit to an Ags to get this 2 rupture thing anymore. Like, you're just this crazy utility, like, pure damage hero with the 2 ruptures, but then also you build carry items.
Oh boy, all right, the opening here over onto Chelsea is gonna have to pop the BKB, eats the cheese. They'll get the tower, try to sap some more of this damage, goes for the refresher here, holding still over onto mind control. Need to get a little bit more damage. Don't quite have it. The roll forward, though, coming out from Kaka. The kick back over onto Miracle. They know who they have to murder, and it is the Shadow Fiend. As they do manage to get the kill on mind control now, GH ticking down very, very low. He's going to be the next one to fall. Sumail, he popped that BKB, but Kaka's here. There's no longer any way to save him, so that is going to be a dead Void Spirit. They do end up buying back on Sumail and Miracle, though. The step forward, try to close the gap over onto Somnus. Not going to be able to quite manage to get a kill here. Now, the question is, you still have an Aegis on Ghost, and you've got those rupture charges here. The roll forward from Kaka. He's looking for a kickback, but he's gone just a little bit too far, so he's going to end up dying. And now Ghost just getting clicked away here by Sumail, by Miracle. Turns back around, gets the hit off over onto Miracle. Needs a little bit more damage, though. Even with this Nimbus. Might be able to get a kill on Sumail, but Ghost, nah. They'll respect it. They'll back off. They got themselves a tower mid-racks. But it's also pretty scary when you consider X-Nova's just finished himself the Wraith Pact, which is going to reduce even more of the damage. coming out from the side of NIGMA. It just, I don't know. Ghost here. Okay, hi Kuro. That force staff's not going to be able to have you survive that much longer because in comes Chalice. He's going to remove Kuroki. He's just running after Mind Control. They have those charges of Rupture, plus the BKB. GH trying to buy a bit more time. He's next to fall. It's a triple kill for Chalice. And now Miracle is going to get Abyssal, and he's going to pop in the mid lane. So no buyback on the Shadow Fiend. They did buy back over on Kuroki, but no buyback for Tusk, no buyback for Mind Control. It's going to be up to Sumail and Kuro to try to keep them off the buildings, and that's a tall order.
And that is a Razor.
That is a roll over onto Kuro. Kuro's dead. I'll chase after Sumail into the fountain. Yeah, that's a team wipe. The GG gets called. So RNG, they are going to fight back with a vengeance here. And this game number 2.
Okay, so Safe Lane SF didn't work out so well. I think RNG had a much easier draft to execute. I guess it's a draft that has like less holes that you can poke in it.